But the fact of the matter is that Ashlee Jenae would have been way better off with me. And it's actually upsetting me that this is the way that she had to be taken out. With as beautiful as she was. We had this man over here, this fiance, take her out. And he thought that just by proposing to her on the same vacation, that would cover things up. Why would you think that I would propose to her and then take her out? That's not a good cover up, buddy. We have a video right here that's titled "The Fiance Did It." And at this point, it's really only making sense because he was the closest person to her throughout this entire situation, and he has yet to say a word about his fiance to the internet. He sees the uproar that is occurring, but he's stayed very, very quiet. That only shows that he has something to hide. That shows that he has everything to hide. It's sad, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I would have taken way better care of her, bro. It's a sad situation. So we have Fumi right here. Auntie Fumi. And she happens to get all the inside details. I don't know how she gets it, but she's got in contact with doctors. She has the series of events leading up to the situation with Ashlee and her fiance. All these inside details. So let's hear what Fumi has to say. Hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications to become part of the family, because we need to stay updated on this case right here until justice is served. It shouldn't be this hard. There's camera footage. Shouldn't be this hard, bro. So there's definitely something being hidden right now.
Cut you off before we will sink. We have made too much investment in here. We would let you go. This is why everything has gone left, because nobody thought that this story would take off the way that it did. My darling Fumi Nation, how are you? How are we, baby? Yes, 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 we have new t-shirts, my darlings. We have our Powerpuff Superwoman. It had to be her. It could not be anybody else. As you very well know, she is the first and front and center of every episode, and she represents us. She represents all of us. She represents our strength. She represents our fabulosity. She represents eating our salads and minding our business. And baby, what is delayed is not denied. We have come out with the baby blue, and when you turn around, we have what is delayed is not denied. We did longer sleeves this time around for our girlies. For those of you that are conscious of your upper arms, I got you, mama. We also have what? The crew neck, so that you are comfortable with your limousine girlies and you can go everywhere and anywhere. We have no tags. Instead, I made sure that it was a print so that you have no reactions. There you go, my darlings. Are we living and loving? Beautiful cotton. Might I add that we ship internationally. We have it in our beautiful sky blue for a punch of color for spring. We also have it in cream, my darlings. Yes, yes, yes. And sizes small to 4X. I went out yesterday. Was it day before yesterday? And when I tell you the amount of compliments that I got, I screamed. I was like, is there something that I do not know? And I was so impressed with the amount of guys that said, I need this for my mom, I need this for my wife, I need it for my girlfriend, for my sister, for my cousins. And they just kept on asking. I was at the mall and it was unbelievable. You can tuck her in. It's a long tee and you will absolutely what? Absolutely love her. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy. Yes, darlings, the links are below. Go ahead and get yours. If we sell out, I will order more. All right? Love you, and thank you. Mwah. Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? We are still on the Ashlee Jenae case, and we have a very, very insightful update for you. We continue to pray for the families. We continue to pray for her friends, for the community, for those that knew Ashlee. I have to keep the story alive because I want Ashlee to get justice. I am also under the impression that Joe has done this before. I am under the impression also that Joe might have done this to other Tanzanian locals before, women before. I need Ashlee's story to stay alive. Ashlee is Aries. Ashlee was born in April, like me. My birthday is the 16th. Hers is the 5th of April. I also realize that there's so much information. Thank you, Fumi Nation. Thank you for all of the information that you are sending me. I deeply, deeply appreciate it. I lost my train of thought. She was also born in 1995, the year that I first came to the United States of America. Beautiful girl. She did not deserve to pass away the way that she did. I cite my sources because you, Fumi Nation, you're sending me all kinds of videos, which is absolutely wonderful. And I am subscribing to the other YouTubers. I want you to follow them. I also want you to let them know that you are Fumi Nation and Fumi Nation sent you. Okay? There's a wonderful young man who is called Trent Out Loud. Sensational. And he's also covering Ashlee Jenae. It's important that... Oh, I think I'm having a hot flash. Hold on. Let me get my fan. Oh, God. I'm having a hot flash. It's also very important to support other YouTubers in this space and to support those that are covering this case. It's a lot for us. It's a lot for us, and this really is on integrity and oath and justice for Ashlee. So I am shouting out. I am shouting him out. Absolutely wonderful. Let's try and do a story together if we can. Absolutely, I would love that. Let me also shout out Queen Sheba Darling. She's another one. Absolutely phenomenal. And I give you my flowers. We should try and collaborate to keep this story alive. Now, I have shown you different hotel rooms at the Zuri Hotel, and that was what I could find. It turns out that Trent Out Loud has been able to get the actual villa of where Joe and Ashlee stayed from the 4th of April to the 8th of April. I say 8th of April because I truly believe that Ashlee passed away on the 8th. She was taken to urgent care, and from urgent care she was taken to a hospital the following day, which was the 9th, and a declaration of her passing was informed to us and all on the 10th. Excuse me, my darling, I am getting so many messages from you guys. I'm trying to filter as much as I can. So what do we have? We have the room. When you see the room, I'm going to prepare you. You are going to see what's extremely important. A couple of things. It is impossible that Ashlee passed away on the back of the door. That is one. But what is even more frightening, to the extent and the magnitude of the lies that are coming out on this story. Remember, I told you, Ashlee has no family or friend boots on the ground over in Zanzibar. So all of us here, I'm in London. The rest of you are in America. I don't know who else here is in England. But if you're in London and you're a YouTuber, please drop it down in the comments so that we can keep the story alive. Justice for Ashlee. If you look at the wardrobe where they said that Ashlee hung herself, even Stevie Wonder, and I kid you not, because you read Braille, he can put his fingers across the wardrobe and know that this is a horse and pony show.
I've said this every day. The only thing that's going to change my mind is camera surveillance. This is a very, very high-end villa, hotel. There's got to be cameras around. I want to see unedited video of this groundskeeper chemical insect sprayer spraying around at least 10 minutes before. I want to see him running into Ashlee. I want to see him going back to his office or taking out his pocket, handing her a phone charger. I want to see some sort of discussion of like, yeah, come back, blah, 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 blah. And then I want to see him, like he said, I went on to other rooms. You got to explain to me why. Why would you come back in? There's no logical explanation. Why? Let's move on now to showing you guys the visuals of the villa. And you'll actually see the area where Ashlee was unfortunately found. All right, here is a video walkthrough of the actual villa. I wanted to show this to you guys because I think it just adds context to stuff. When we hear villa, condo, apartment, you don't really know what to picture. And I feel like this gives a lot more context because let's say you're staying like in a hotel, for example. There's no real windows to come in. But now we're seeing that this is a villa, okay? This is a 2-minute video. I'm going to play it while we're talking. But you can see outside there, there's a bunch of windows you can come in from. There's patio doors, right? There, look how many doors there are in this villa. There's so many access points that you could that Joe or a staffer or anybody could have walked through.
Hanging, as we very well know, does not take long. It's a very painful way to go. But according to the busboy who went into the room and saw her hanging and struggling, I think he said 7:55 or something like that, almost 8 o'clock. Nobody came to her aid until about an hour later. She was dead. That's why I'm telling you, it's all lies. I believe that something happened to Ashlee. Allegedly. So many of you keep on telling me, Fumi, say allegedly, 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 by the hands of Joe. It got out of hand. There was a 3-hour time frame of which we do not know where Joe was. Until we get CCTV, until we get the cameras to know where Joe was, which was a 10-minute walk away from the villa 25, we will not know exactly when and where Joe was. Do you know that when the bus boy came and was giving Ashlee the charger, it occurred to me, who's to say that Joe wasn't in the back of the house? That while her back was turned, Joe had walked in. Who's to say that he did not make the agreement with the bus boy and said, show up, ask her for anything? Because again, there are lies that she was outside the villa. And then we have stories that he came to the door because he was going from villa to villa asking if you needed any assistance. He didn't come back till 20-30 minutes after. Was that on the behest of Joe's orders or not? So when he opened the door and she stood up to speak to him, he came from the back. He had his 20 minutes with his friend, with his allegiance, to do what he did, and they holstered her up. And then when he came, he saw her hanging and struggling and went to ask for help and assistance. We don't know. I am trying to be her eyes over there because there's nobody there for this child.
Now we know that Joe was...
Do you remember when I said that because we are getting so many different stories, I don't know what to believe? That we are getting so many different stories that I don't know what to believe? That could it be possible that the staffer who came to the door to speak to Ashlee, that most probably because when Joe and Ashlee were separated, that they kept Ashlee in the villa and Joe was sent to Villa 65. Could it be a possibility that Joe went through the back of the villa? While her back was turned, she did not see that Joe came from the back. Did I not say that? Did I not say that being it a villa, he could have gone in and snuck into the villa and he could have gone in there with his friend?
There's patio doors, right? Look how many doors there are in this villa. There's so many access points that Joe or a staffer or anybody could have walked through. Now we know that Joe was escorted to another villa, but we know that there was 2 or 3 hours in between there where A, Joe could have still had his key, B, Joe could have easily walked in and come back in this room. Now, here is the wardrobe / closet area where Ashlee was found. You'll see here a little bit, you won't see the corridor here, but there's the front door to the left, okay? And you'll see here, it's going to zoom in. This is actually the closet. There's no door. There's beads on this closet. And if you look carefully at the closet, you'll see a little rod in there. That's where you would actually hang. You see the little rod right there? That's where you would hang the clothes on the rod. And that's where they're saying that she was with the belt from the whatever. They say it was one of her belts, whatever. But that's where she was found and apparently just dropped from, right? To me, like, this doesn't make it any more believable. This gives context to me, the actual villa and how open it was. It's not like, oh, it's on an apartment 10 floors up. No, this is ground level. It wasn't, oh, there's only one door access. You see that there was tons of access. This comes from Tanzania. Joe McCain is a frequent visitor to Zanzibar, Tanzania. He visits the small island paradise off the coast of East Africa because of its free, relaxed tropical culture, but mainly because Joe McCain is addicted to young black women that come from financially challenged situations. They know that he has money, and his white skin gives him a level of respect, immunity, and power amongst poor black people. So he goes after and targets black women who are lost and can be easily lured by his money. Ashlee, naive, thought it was only going to be about her, but didn't realize what Joe was really up to.
I mean, we don't know what it started off as initially, you know what I mean? Like, she did work in the, the bottle industry and stuff. And I know that he was, like, around going to different clubs and stuff in Miami. They could have met, who knows how they met, but I know that Ashlee did love this man now.
What state were you in?
We were in Jersey.
Okay. Okay.
But also like to let people know as well, Ashlee was also a fighter at spirit. So, like, she wasn't the type, like, if a man was disrespecting her, she wasn't the type just to sit quiet, and she wouldn't back down from anything. So that's what kind of makes me mad about the situation, because they did find strangulation marks on her neck, but now they're hiding it. Also want to let people know, like, not to judge her parents, not to judge anyone that's around her, because y'all don't know the severity of the situation. It's bigger than just Ashlee. is way bigger. Some of y'all gotta just sit back and look at something from a bigger view. Don't just look at things as, oh, it's a young girl that's dating a man that's so naive, a white man that got money. No, it's deeper than that.
I believe that Ashlee did not back down when Joe was disrespecting her. Remember, Joe was going at night to sleep with the locals, with the local women, where I already know he was not spending up to a tippence of what he was spending with Ashlee. And they would have been very grateful. They wouldn't have argued with Joe. They were not talking back. He got angry with Ashlee because Ashlee was talking back to him. Because Ashlee said, you got it all the way twisted. Don't let this pretty face fool you. He got enraged. It got out of control because he has that God complex. And in so doing, it went too far. And they now needed the time. Ashlee passed away on the 8th. I'm absolutely convinced that after she spoke to her mother, that was the last time anybody saw or spoke to Ashlee alive.
For people who don't know, Tanzania Zanzibar is an undercover tourism hotspot because it is a poorly developed country where the US dollar goes a long way. So the cost of buying is literally nothing for these men. You can literally buy in Zanzibar for less than $19 US, and many women will go and give men like Joe McCann the girlfriend experience because he is white, and they believe that he can change their lives. It is rumored that Joe has 10 plus girlfriends in the area, and it is very easily for him to pick up women because they literally will chase him down because he is white and they have no money. So him having money and resources makes him a king. This person says, I literally have a villa in Zanzibar and live there part of the year. So I'm telling you guys what I know, not what I imagine. Jesus. I am on a mission to see that these white men with low energy that come here with their filth are eradicated from this continent and diaspora. Educating black women of these sick men is what I am here to do. Educate black women for the purpose of stopping this.
Remember when I said that Joe had all of these local women and they never talked back to him. They wouldn't dare, because whatever money he was giving them was how they were feeding their families. So he had the God complex. He has been doing it on a regular for years. To be that comfortable, to be going into town, back and forth, intertwining with the locals, sleeping with the local women, that's somebody who is confident that, you know what, this is my town, this is my territory. He decided to invest inside that country. Why? Because he could get away with it. He's been doing this until he brought an American mindset lady, Ashlee Jenae. Ashlee might be black, but her mentality is very much of the New World American. You treat me any kind of way, I will stand up to you and I will defend myself. We heard her friend say that she will never back down, that she will always stand up for herself. And that is what enraged Joe. That's why this got out of hand. Because he's been going there with the locals. He has been going there with the local women. He has been doing this and just throwing tippings. I said it. The amount of money he spent on Ashlee is nothing in comparison to the tippings that he gave this woman. Why? White privilege. He saw his whiteness give him privilege of which he was never experienced in the United States of America. How about that? From the very beginning, we were told from the commissioner down in Zanzibar that Ashlee died from suicide, and to be specific, from hanging. Does Ashlee look like somebody who would take herself through that painful exercise? I don't think so. Somebody whose complexion was flawless from head to toe. An individual who left the United States, had all of her little outfits that she had bought in preparation for this beautiful getaway, that she would take her life. That she would come here and go to the Server Resort and take pictures with all of these beautiful animals. That she got engaged. That she would take her life. Ashlee was a fighter, is a fighter. And I want her to continue to fight for her justice by opening our eyes and guiding me as much as you can. Because she fought for her life. And she fought and stood up to Joe. She would never ever hang herself. Black people don't. Shoot, African people don't. We don't. Hang ourselves? Absolutely not. No. We would not do that. That choice is a history that we don't want to go down. We don't want to go down there. We would never have done it. Ashlee did not. And the mediocre wardrobe we are seeing now, made of wood, her weight alone would have broken the latch. How about that? It has to be sturdy. This is not sturdy. This is where you throw in one or two beautiful kaftans and you have like your raffia bag. That's it. One or two pieces from Gucci and Chanel. That's it. And then to put in a whole body. Absolutely not. Where is the stool? Where is the bed? She just climbed on and just held herself in there. She's 5'2", not tall, still too tall to be in that wardrobe. What are you talking about, Zanzibar? We are keeping this alive. I am keeping this alive. I'll be here every day. We are still waiting for you to release the body. To release Ashlee to her parents. Her father went to Washington, D.C. for assistance so that they could at least reach out to Zanzibar to release the body. We have had nothing but crickets. That's all that we have heard. Darlings, don't forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, and I will see you what? I'll see you sooner than later. All of my love.
Guys, my name is ENITAN, hair coach. I am UK's first ever hair coach and a trichologist. We are a team of trichologists and hair coaches here in W6 London, and we help those who are desperate and have tried and everything else has failed. We look after those who have chronic scalp concerns, flaky, itchy scalp that's been going on for many years. We help those that have hair loss that has progressed instead of improved, and we help those that just generally want to have a better understanding of better quality hair, length, volume, and reduce that dryness. Visit us by clicking